All right, iOS 26 is officially here, and you know how it is. With every new release, there's a ton of marketing hype. So today, we're going to cut right through all that. We're going to look at what's really new, what's actually useful, and how it's going to change the way you use your iPhone. Okay, let's get into it. So this is Apple's big headline for iOS 26. New look, even more magic. It's a pretty bold claim, right? So in this explainer, we're going to break down what that new look is all about and figure out where exactly they've hidden all this magic. First up, let's talk about the thing you'll notice the second you pick up your phone, the design. Apple is making a pretty big shift away from what we're used to, and they're introducing this brand new design language they're calling liquid glass. So what does liquid glass even mean? Well, basically, we're saying goodbye to the world of flat, static icons. Instead, everything is about fluid motion. A huge part of this is something they call refractive glass, where all the buttons and controls seem to bend the light and reflect what's behind them, kind of like they're made of real glass. The whole point is to make your phone feel more dynamic, more alive in your hands. And you're going to see this new style absolutely everywhere. The lock screen gets this incredible 3D photo effect that makes your wallpaper feel like it's moving with you. The home screen icons get fresh new looks, including light, dark, and even clear versions. And yeah, this whole vibe carries through to the control center and all your apps, so everything feels consistent. All right, so the new look is cool, but let's get under the hood and talk about the brains of the operation, because the real power up this year comes from something Apple is just calling Apple Intelligence. So, in plain English, think of Apple Intelligence as this super smart assistant that's just always there. It's not one single feature you turn on or off, it's this layer of intelligence that's woven into the entire system. It understands what you're doing, seeing, and saying, and it steps in to help you out, often before you even have to ask. The first big piece of this is live translation. And this is a total game changer. Imagine you're texting someone who speaks a different language, and your messages just translate automatically. Or you're on a FaceTime call, and you get live translated captions. And get this, you can even use your AirPods, and it'll translate what someone is saying right into your ear. It's wild. Next up, we've got visual intelligence. This is all about making your life easier by letting you take action on whatever's on your screen. So, if a friend texts you about a concert, you can just tap on it and add it right to your calendar without ever leaving your conversation. It just closes that annoying gap between seeing something and doing something about it. And the third pillar is all about creativity. With a new feature called Image Playground, you can literally create new images just by typing a description or mixing some emoji. There are even new styles from ChatGPT. You can also create these unique Genmoji based on your friends and family, which is just a really fun way to make your conversations feel way more personal. So, with all this new smarts, how does it actually affect the way we communicate every day? Well, it seems like Apple is really focused on helping you cut through all the digital noise so you can focus on the connections that really matter. I mean, let's be real, who isn't? That constant buzz from a number you don't recognize, you're always wondering, is this important or is it just another spam call? It totally pulls you out of whatever you're doing. Well, check this out. iOS 26 has a really powerful solution. It will now automatically screen those calls from unknown numbers for you. This gives you back your focus without you ever being interrupted in the first place. And here's how slick it is. An unknown number calls you. Your iPhone answers the call for you, and it asks the caller for their name and why they're calling. Only then does your phone actually ring, and it shows you the caller's response right on the screen, so you get all the info you need to decide if you want to pick up. And there's a lot more. You can now create polls right inside your group chats. Finally, an end to the where should we eat debate. You can set custom photo backgrounds for your calls. And this one is fantastic. A new feature called Hold Assist lets your phone literally wait on hold for you and then lets you know when a real person is on the line. It's all about making things more efficient and personal. Okay, so your phone is more than just a communication device, right? It's how you navigate the world. So let's look at the upgrades to apps like Maps and Music that help you get out there and enjoy it. Maps is getting way more proactive. It'll start to learn your regular commute, for example, and warn you about traffic before you even leave the house. There's also a new Visited Places feature, so you can easily pull up that awesome little coffee shop you went to on your last trip and share it with a friend. Apple Music is basically getting its own intelligent DJ. There's this new feature called Auto Mix that seamlessly blends from one song to the next, so you get this perfect nonstop listening session. And for all you music lovers, lyrics translation is going to help you finally understand what those international hits are all about.
Your digital pockets are also getting a huge upgrade. The Wallet app will now let you create a digital ID right from your US passport to use at TSA checkpoints, which is awesome. And there's a brand new Games app, which is basically a central hub to find new games, see what your friends are playing, and jump into challenges.
Finally, let's talk about the small stuff, because, the big headlining features are great, but sometimes it's the little quality of life improvements that you end up loving the most. And there are a ton of these small but mighty upgrades. For instance, in the Clock app, you can finally customize your snooze time. The Photos app gets a cleaner layout and can create these really cool 3D spatial scenes. The Journal app now supports multiple journals, and CarPlay gets more interactive with tapbacks and live activities. And the list just goes on. Reminders can now intelligently suggest tasks it finds in your emails. You can use your AirPods as a remote to start recording a video. How cool is that? And you'll be able to capture much higher quality audio during video calls. It's these kinds of details that just make the whole experience feel better. So when you boil it all down, what's the big takeaway? iOS 26 is really about making your iPhone feel more personal to you, way more intelligent with all its new tricks, and just more fluid and seamless to use every single day. And that leaves us with a pretty interesting question, doesn't it? Our phones have become our translators, our creative partners, our personal assistants. As this tech gets even smarter and more woven into our lives, what's the next big problem you think it should solve? What should they help us with next?